Hey everyone, welcome back to the Real Fans channel. Today, we're diving into the past to count down the top 10 biggest box office hits of 1964. So grab your popcorn and let's get started. We're talking about a year when Beatlemania was sweeping the globe, the Civil Rights Act was passed, and a gallon of gas cost a cool 30 cents. Imagine a world without CGI, where practical effects ruled supreme, and movie stars were larger than life. It was a time of change and revolution, and Hollywood was right there. Women ruled the box office, breaking through barriers on the big screen and beyond. Ruthless spies, detectives, powerful and beautiful women. The 60s were a groovy time, so what were the big hits of 1964? Let's find out. Coming in at number 10, it's the sly and hilarious The Pink Panther. This Blake Edwards masterpiece introduced the world to the bumbling Inspector Clouseau, played to perfection by Peter Sellers. With a budget of $2 million, The Pink Panther was a surprise smash, raking in over $10 million at the box office in 1964. That's like a gazillion dollars in today's money. Adjusting for inflation, The Pink Panther would have earned an estimated $90 million in 2024. Not bad for a film about a stolen diamond and a clumsy detective. But hey, what's not to love about a hilarious cat and mouse chase across Europe? The Pink Panther was a game changer for comedies, proving that slapstick and sophistication could go hand in hand. It spawned a string of sequels and cemented Peter Sellers as a comedic icon. Plus, that Henry Mancini theme song, instantly recognizable. You hear those opening notes, and you know you're in for a good time. Next up, we're heading to the Wild Wild West for a musical adventure. Grab your life vests and hold on tight, because at number 9, it's the unsinkable Molly Brown. This musical biopic tells the real-life story of Margaret Brown, a woman who defied societal expectations and survived the sinking of the Titanic. With Debbie Reynolds' powerhouse performance and a budget of $10 million, Molly Brown sailed into theaters with a wave of critical acclaim and audience adoration. It pulled in a respectable $11 million at the box office in 1964. Now let's adjust for inflation and bring those 1964 dollars into the 21st century. The unsinkable Molly Brown would have earned an impressive $98 million in 2024. Talk about a comeback story. Not only did Molly Brown survive one of history's most tragic events, but her story continues to resonate with audiences generations later. The film's themes of resilience, determination, and the power of the human spirit are timeless. Plus, those musical numbers are just plain catchy. From surviving shipwrecks to navigating the ups and downs of love, our next film takes us on a whirlwind journey you won't want to miss. Hold on to your hats, folks, because at number 8, we have a wild ride of a movie. What a way to go! This black comedy starring Shirley MacLaine is a satirical look at love, wealth, and the absurdity of it all. This film was a big deal back in '64, boasting a star-studded cast and a budget of $7 million, a hefty sum for the time. Audiences flocked to theaters, and what a way to go, raked in a cool $11.1 million. Now let's fast forward to 2024 and adjust for inflation. That $11.1 million transforms into a whopping $99 million. What a way to go is a testament to Shirley MacLaine's incredible talent and the enduring power of sharp, witty satire. It's a film that keeps you guessing until the very end, and it's just as relevant today as it was back in 1964. From love and laughter to espionage and intrigue, our next film takes us deep into the world of international spies. Get ready for some espionage, because at number 7 we have A Shot in the Dark. This wasn't your average spy thriller. It was the film that introduced the world to Peter Sellers' iconic portrayal of Inspector Clouseau outside of the Pink Panther series. Made on a budget of $2.6 million, A Shot in the Dark was a critical and commercial hit, grossing over $12 million in 1964. Fast forward to today, and that's the equivalent of a cool $107 million. Talk about a box office bullseye. A Shot in the Dark proved that audiences couldn't get enough of Clouseau's bumbling antics and knack for stumbling onto the truth. It solidified Sellers' comedic genius and cemented the film's place in cinematic history. From clumsy detectives to whimsical adventures, our next film takes us on a magical journey for the whole family. At number 6, we're taking flight with the one and only Cary Grant in Father Goose. This heartwarming wartime comedy follows a grumpy American who finds himself playing protector to a beautiful teacher and her 11 students on a remote Pacific island during World War II. With a budget of $4 million, Father Goose soared at the box office, bringing in a tidy $12.5 million in 1964. That's like finding a treasure chest full of doubloons. Adjusting for inflation, Father Goose would have earned a grand total of $111 million in today's money. This film is a testament to Cary Grant's undeniable charm and ability to captivate audiences of all ages. It's a timeless story about finding humanity in the midst of chaos and the importance of hope, even in the darkest of times. From wartime escapes to Cold War romance, our next film will have you humming a catchy tune. Get ready for some Cold War espionage because at number 5, it's From Russia with Love. This James Bond classic, starring the suave Sean Connery, took audiences on a thrilling ride through Istanbul, the Balkans, and beyond. With a budget of $2 million, From Russia with Love infiltrated theaters and captivated audiences worldwide, grossing an impressive $12.5 million in 1964. In today's money, that's a whopping $111 million. Talk about a license to print money. From Russia with Love solidified Sean Connery as the ultimate James Bond and set the standard for spy thrillers to come. It's a film that's aged like a fine wine, sophisticated, action-packed, and utterly unforgettable. From international espionage to Hollywood glamour, our next film dives into the world of fame and fortune. Hold on to your hats, folks, because at number 4, we're diving into the scandalous world of The Carpetbaggers. This epic drama, based on Harold Robbins' best-selling novel, follows the rise and fall of Jonas Cord Jr., a ruthless businessman who stops at nothing to build his empire. With a budget of $5 million, The Carpetbaggers took Hollywood by storm, becoming a massive box office sensation and grossing a staggering $13.2 million in 1964. In today's dollars, that's a jaw-dropping $118 million. The Carpetbaggers was a product of its time, a sprawling tale of ambition, greed, and the allure of power. It sparked controversy and captivated audiences, cementing its place as a cultural touchstone of the 1960s. From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood to the high-stakes world of international espionage, our next film takes us on another thrilling adventure. Get ready for the ultimate spy thriller because at number 3, it's Goldfinger. Sean Connery returned as James Bond in this iconic film that set a new standard for action, gadgets, and sheer cinematic spectacle. With a budget of $3 million, Goldfinger struck gold at the box office, becoming the highest-grossing film of 1964, with a worldwide gross of over $125 million. Adjusting for inflation, Goldfinger would have earned a mind-blowing $1.1 billion in 2024. That's enough to buy a lot of Aston Martins. Goldfinger wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon that cemented James Bond's status as a global icon. From the iconic Aston Martin DB5 to Shirley Bassey's unforgettable theme song, Goldfinger had it all. From espionage and high-stakes action to the enchanting world of musicals, our next stop takes us to the streets of London. Get ready for a loverly time at the theater because at number 2, it's the musical masterpiece, My Fair Lady. This adaptation of George Bernard Shaw's Pygmalion charmed audiences worldwide with its witty dialogue, memorable songs, and stunning performances by Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison. With a budget of $17 million, My Fair Lady was one of the most expensive films ever made at the time. It went on to become a box office smash, grossing over $72 million worldwide in 1964. Adjusting for inflation, that's a staggering $641 million. Talk about a box office bloom. My Fair Lady is a timeless classic that continues to enchant audiences generations later. Its themes of social class, transformation, and the power of language are as relevant today as they were in 1964. From the streets of London to the whimsical world of childhood dreams, our final stop takes us on a magical journey. And now for the number 1 film of 1964, the film that taught us all how to find the silver lining, and that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is in fact a real word. That's right, it's Mary Poppins. This Disney classic, starring the practically perfect Julie Andrews, combined live action and animation to create a world of pure imagination. With a budget of $6 million, Mary Poppins flew into theaters and captured the hearts of audiences worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film of all time up to that point. It raked in an astounding $102.3 million in 1964. Adjusting for inflation, that's a mind-blowing $910 million. Mary Poppins wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon that left an indelible mark on generations of moviegoers. Its messages of hope, family, and the power of imagination continue to resonate today, making it a timeless masterpiece that will never grow old. Thanks for tuning in to our groovy countdown of the biggest box office hits of 1964. From spy thrillers to musicals, comedies to dramas, 1964 was a year that proved Hollywood's power to transport audiences to different worlds and tell stories that resonate across generations. These films weren't just box office hits. They were cultural touchstones that reflected the changing times and left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. Catch you in the next video.